Hello, this is President number 1. I'm here with Miragine War. This is a online game. You can find it anywhere. I put a quick link in the description for the place that I found it. There's multiple websites. Also on mofunzone.com, as you can see there in the little... Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play easy just to start. So here you go. Here's your... where the mouse is. Income will become money when the timer reaches 0. And each unit has different abilities depending on their type, and if you choose the correct one, it will correctly counter the opponent. So we're gonna go ahead and start with some easy cheesy stuff here. So we're gonna start with an easy. Alright, this game is, I used to play it all the time. It's so addicting. That's the weird thing. You're like, well, it looks pretty simple, but it just gets very addicting after a certain point. What's she picking? So it looks like we're bringing out some veterans. This music sounds very familiar. I think it might be from the Age of War games as well, if I'm not wrong. Oh, picked the right one there. Oh, the ninjas are kicking my tush. Samurai. I'm bringing the samurai. Alright, yeah, there's plenty of samurai. And the ninjas are dead. Alright, so at some point you get a lot of money. At a certain point you begin to get a lot of money. You could just spam out giant armies. It becomes quite entertaining. Alright, so it starts off, you do a lot of minor battles. And if you're on easy, you're probably just going to slash right through them. I'm going to go ahead and play probably a couple of games in easy just to get myself back into the swing of things. Who do I want? Let's go with Swordman. It's the type of thing that you really need to know what all of them do, and I don't remember, to be perfectly honest with you. So, one noob at the back. Alright. Oh, we brought more samurai. I pulled a noob move there and brought in more samurai. Alright, so it's good to know what you're doing and know what all the different characters do. Eventually you're going to be getting these guys every other turn. The lower part happens later in the game usually. Let's go ahead and pump out some of these guys next turn. Often get a lot of them. Let's go with these actually. Yep. Just one noob. Let's go for these guys. They seem to be the best option as it is. So it's up to your taste if you like it. It's sort of a strategy game, not really. There is some strategy involved. Oh crud! There go all those ninjas. Crud! Here they come. See if my guys will spawn. Yes, they will. So you can. The thing is, after a certain point, you can decide whether you want big numbers or strong units. Eventually you can probably do both, but when you start, like, these guys cost, what's this one? This one costs 1,500 and this one costs 800. So eventually you can get multiple of those per round. But alright, noob fight. As you can see, we're starting to get quite a bit of the lower level classes or unit types, or whatever you want to call them. So bros, I was initially going to do an Age of Empires 3 series, but unfortunately my disc that I had for the game broke, so that will not be happening until I can get another one, which is very unfortunate because that is a very fun game. I enjoy the entire Age of Empires series, but it'll come eventually. It'll happen. Alright, so next we're gonna... Who are we gonna bring in? We're gonna start bringing in some cavalry, I think. We can get about 3 this round, so actually let's go with these dudes. So they usually kick tush. Alright, so my noobs are way stronger than his noobs for some reason. Well, because it's on easy. Hopefully this pack of noobs can hold off these heavy swordmen for 4 more seconds. Oh my god, they're just getting slashed. This is not going well. Alright, it worked though. Get a couple more. A couple of these dudes. Question is, who do we bring next round? Let's bring in some ninjas, because they seem to be quite powerful. These guys are just beast. I don't know what's... They're one of the most overpowered classes in the game. The monk. I guess, technically they're not overpowered, because there is obviously a way to beat them. And they have a weakness, but... Initially, they're one of the more overpowered classes. Alright, he's bringing in mages. He's starting to bring in the higher classes. Let's bring in some immortals, because they're what, they're at 180 per round? And they're pretty powerful. Alright, here come the ninjas and 1 monk. Okay, the monk is now dead. And the ninjas cannot get to the mages for some reason. Look at this intense battle right here. There's like a buffer. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in some samurai as well. Just for the lulz. Did he just bring in a giant army of noobs? Just cut through the noobs. The noobs are a good way to buffer the time. Alright. Oh, what the immortal? Okay, here comes some immortals. Now you get to see what some of the higher classes can do. These guys, watch this. Hopefully, eventually, we'll start to kill. Yeah, as you can see, we're getting a lot of noobs here. It's a gradual progression, and you gotta be patient, or else you'll never make it to the end of this game. Wow, that's a lot of noobs. Let's go with heavy swordmen next round, just because the immortals don't seem to be doing much, although they did hack away at most of their army. All right, wow, that's a lot of noobs. Look at this. Heavy casualties by both sides. Alright, so let's review these numbers here. This is the money that you actually have. This is the income that you're getting per round. That's how much you're going to go up by. So keep that in mind when you're getting units. Are there archers? I forget. I don't think so. Nah, the range classes are different. Alright, I think these guys should be able to kill him though. And this is a supply of people that you get. It's how many units you can train, I guess. How many guys you can spawn in. Alright, so what are we going to go with next round? Let's go with Iron Knights. Because I feel like at this point in the game, we have to start getting some powerful units. What are these? These are the novices? Yeah. Those are a good unit in the beginning, and apparently they're still a good unit at this point if you can get enough of them. They're like the noob version of the mage. We don't have enough. Alright, so this is going well. We managed to hold him off for 1 round. Who's coming in, by the way? Oh, another batch of heavy swordsmen. Alright, so we got some Iron Knights coming in. They're pretty powerful. We should bring in some of these guys next turn, because clearly the range... My computer opponent is clearly starting to play range. And as you can tell, the magic is just picking off my knights. Here come the Iron Knights. There they are. Almost onto the screen. Oh, that's what it is. And we've already gotten to their gem. Although, as you can see, my guys are slashing away, and it does about 0 damage. So don't fear that the game's already going to be over. We're only about 10 minutes in here, so there will be more. My 1 novice. Oh boy, that's going to go well. 1 novice. Okay, now he's dead. All right. Can bring in 2 of those. Or we could, well, it looks like we're bringing in more novices. It's just it's a magic duel right now. Just absolute intensity. We'll just bring in a zombie for the lulz. Let's do some cavalry in this turn so we can see some of the mounted class. So broses, I think I'm gonna do a gameplay of an obscure game. It's NCAA basketball 09 or something along those lines. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a let's play in it. I'm gonna cut it down and just talk over it, do a vlog. Alright, I'm gonna bring in more zombies because it's gonna be zombie on zombie battling here. Oh, here come the cavalry. And it's mostly, I don't remember what the weaknesses and strengths are. I'm assuming I have to observe the classes, play some more games before I remember what was weak to what. The monks, as I mentioned, are very overpowered. Crud. Come on, zombies. Bring in the horde. The horde. Population reached. So we just brought in 60 zombies. Alright, yeah, so at a certain point you want to stop using the lower classes because you're just going to be getting way too many units. It's not even gonna, there's not even going to be a point to it. So as you can see here, the zombies, merely because it's a horde of them, is, oh boy, he's bringing in more monks in. Okay, so I'm going to do the same here. I'm just going to spam out a bunch of monks. That is what they're called, right? Yeah, those are the monks. Spamming a bunch of those guys, and it is monk on monk action right now. That is intense. Alright, let's mortals or iron knights at this point. Let's bring in a bunch of immortals because we can get a bunch in one round. Alright, so here we're going. Oh, hang on, a small group has broken away from the fight. Oh wait, no, they haven't. They're going right back in. I can't even tell who's who in there. That's a scrum. Alright, let's watch as these monks take on the mages. Clearly, the mages are a very powerful class. We're going to go ahead and bring in some ourselves next turn, just to see what they can do. So, apparently we found the mage's weakness, which is the immortal. Just because, look at that. Did you see how fast that was gone? Oh, it's immortal versus immortal. It's two people playing with the same exact class. Alright, so who should we go with again next round? Let's go with... Should we spam in a bunch of these guys, or just go with a higher class? We can bring in 2 High Lords. So just bring in a bunch of Dreadlords. I think we can bring in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And at this stage in the game, we're not too far in. We've got that much damage on their base. It's pretty good. How much is that? It doesn't say. These have damage numbers, I'm assuming. I bring in a couple of those guys, bring in 2 of those guys. Just everybody's coming in. Dreadlords, there they are. They're one of the most second most powerful class in the game. Hang on, let's wait on that. We can bring in. Alright, let's go ahead and go with... Oh boy, here we go. Monks versus Dreadlords. Look at all this. Look at how short this battle will be. Wow, he's bringing in noobs for some reason. He's bringing in 60 noobs. And look at all that money he's got, though. We may have to do the same thing. Strategy. I'm just copying the opponent at this point. Because I know I'm going to win this battle, so I figure I can stand to copy that. Alright, noobs. Alright, here comes a bunch of immortals. And this turn we're just going to spam noobs. And then next turn we'll do something more powerful. We'll do something like this. Hang on, that's 8,000. We could probably bring in a bunch of these guys. That's 10 of those guys. Alright, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that here. Oh, okay. The mages are coming. Oh, that's a lot of mages. Uh-oh. However, alright, we're bringing in a couple 10 Dreadlords here. Let's go ahead and, just for the humor, bring in a couple High Lords next turn, just to see what they do, just for the lulz. Alright, so what's he gonna do next turn? It doesn't show me here. So it's looking like what's it gonna be? He's gonna bring in a couple just spamming zombies. Alright, let's go ahead and go with vampires. Because I haven't used them yet. I'm not sure what they do. Okay, we're gonna go with mages next round just because we need to start planning better. Alright, so the High Lords, as you can tell, they're the best unit in the game. And they're just kicking tush right now. Not one of them has died. They have a lot of HP. How much damage does the mage do? Damage versus armored 25. And these are definitely armored. Alright, so we're bringing in a few mages, just a couple. And now it's 4 High Lords versus the zombie apocalypse. Again. Part 2 is coming. Alright, what's good against zombies? These guys, I think. Or no, I think I may have cracked the code. Don't quote me on this, but I think it might be... no, it's a science. It's not just one thing. Alright, let's go with or not these guys. Whatever those things are called. Vampires. Oh boy, I still have a ton of money left. I'm gonna have 12,000 next turn. Alright, only 3 High Lords left. And he's got a bunch. Oh crud. Alright, actually I'm gonna go with High Lords again next turn. Because I'm gonna have 12,000 money cash. And vampires. Vampires and mages versus several High Lords. And there goes another one, so we may have found their weakness. I can't get that many. Actually, maybe I did, I don't know. Wow, what is he doing? He's just saving up cash. Should we bring in the noobs next turn just to humor him? Alright, we'll bring in the noobs for one turn just so we can get a ton of cash money the next turn. Alright, here's our High Lords spacing. Half of them are just running into the backs of the vampires in front of them. When I get to you, I'm gonna kick your tush. Alright, so, yep, he's bringing more High Lords here. So it's gonna be High Lord versus High Lords. And then, what we're gonna do is bring in a bunch of noobs, as you can see there, for 2 turns in a row. And then we're just gonna spam these guys, Dreadlords. And we still have a bunch of vampires, and we're breaking on their base. That is their base shooting at us, not anything else. What's he gonna spam? What's he gonna go with? Vampires. Yeah, so it appears that Dreadlord's weaknesses include vampires. Alright, so let's bring in... We got 2 straight strings of noobs, which gives us, what, 22,000 next turn? So we're just gonna spam Dreadlords. Alright, so High Lord's weaknesses include, we now know, vampires, among other things. I'm sure there's something else that they're weak to, but vampires appears to be one of them. Oh wow, we're getting a lot of damage on their base. Look at this cheese. Oh wow, we're already out of population. So we don't have too many Dreadlords because we already had all these noobs getting in the way. And wow, look at those High Lords just cutting up the noobs. That's how they do it. Wow, 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 wow. That took about 5 seconds. That was just a warm-up. They're like, psh, not even trying right now. Dreadlords versus High Lords, and we're going to bring in 60 more Dreadlords, or enough to make it 60. Alright, we have no population. Are those... Alright, what are we going to go with then? If he's got these guys, we're going to go with these. Alright. So we should be able to get about 60 of them. Almost exactly 60 with the current money we have, but we're going to get more next turn, so we will get a bunch of these dudes. Alright. Let's bring in a bunch of monks. Kick tush. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, okay, those novices lasted about 10 seconds. More High Lords. Yeah, he's seeming to stick with the High Lords. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing here. Alright, so here come the monks. Let's see how long it takes them to get cut to shreds. About approximately 0 seconds. Alright, so bros, this is gonna be a longer video. I'm gonna try to include the whole game here, but we'll see if I can do it. Why spawn more? Alright, I guess it doesn't want me to spawn more. Is there a limit? Is there a population limit? You can only have so many. Alright. He has more. Oh my goodness. This is just gonna be the same thing over and over. Maybe we should call his bluff here and spawn a bunch of vampires. Smart decision here. Ah, he called my bluff and he's spawning swordmen. Alright. So since we took that turn to not spend money, we are going to go ahead and... Yeah, see, they do way more damage to armored. These armored? They're still armored. What? That doesn't make any sense. He's spawning a weaker armored class. And we're gonna go ahead and bring in more High Lords this turn. Yeah, there must be a limit, because it's not letting me spawn more than that, because it still has population. Wow, they just got cut down. Get shot down. And cut down. We're gonna go with them again next turn. Just in case these High Lords prove to be a problem. Now this is a game that, if you like strategy games, and you like a lot of battle, then this will be the game that you want to play. I put a link in the description again. I mentioned that before. I will definitely do it. And that's a lot of ninjas. Goodbye, ninjas. That was just a waste of a round. What are we gonna do this turn? Let's go with the cavalry, because nobody seems to be using cavalry. So we're gonna go ahead and bring some in. Cavalry, cavalry. Alright. So that's a bunch of cavalry. I think we've, what are we gonna do this turn? That's the question. The question is always, what will we do? Come on, vampires. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Oh, here come the cavalry. Good timing. The cavalry are gonna win the game. Come on, you can do it. It's been 20 minutes. No, they're getting beaten back. No. Alright, we gotta bring in the cavalry again, because they're fast. They deploy quickly. Alright, so here come a bunch of immortals in a desperate attempt to... the base is so far down. We've been 21 minutes. I really need to just finish this, but... Bring in the cavalry. Come on. Finish. Let's just finish them and proceed to the next challenge. Now, here's what we're gonna do. What does good damage against light? Mage. Let's bring in some mages. Take care of these pesky vampires. Actually, no, I think they're good. They're gone. But we'll bring in mages anyway. Come on, just swarm the base. Swarm at the base. Just do damage to the base. Stop quit worrying about his units. God dang it. Alright, High Lords. Actually, time to call his bluff again. Vampires. Alright. Starting to get a bit crafty here. I'm surprised I haven't won yet. Quite surprised actually. Alright, now the problem with these guys is I was doing it to counter the vampires that he was spawning before. But now he's not, so what are we gonna do here? Gonna go with more of these dudes. After these vampires take care of those cavalrymen. We're getting beaten back. Uh-oh, this is gonna be an intense game. Uh-oh. How come I'm losing on easy? I don't know. This is a warm-up game. It's a comeback. It's my desperate attempt to not suck. Comes a couple dreadlords. Actually, just one. For some reason. Oh, they take up more population. I get it. There they go. Yeah, see, these take up 7 supply. These take up 4. These take up 1. Everybody else takes up 1, except these take up 2. Oh, those 3 take up 2. Those 4, 5 take it. 6 take up 2. The bottom ones take up more than 1. Top ones only take up 1. Alright, so let's bring in some more of these dudes. That's why I was going down so fast. And that's why there's not as many. Alright, so... who are we going to go with? What are we going to go with here? Set heavy swordman. Why not? We haven't spammed out a giant army in a while. I just have so much money. I could spawn anything I want, and I just choose to do all the weaker ones. Hang on, these guys, actually. Alright, here we go. We got this. Get out of my way, mages. Get out of my way. Bring in the cavalry again. I still have way more money than he does. Bring in the cavalry for the 50th time. Just more cavalry. More cavalry. Come on. There's like 5 of them left. I think I'm gonna win this battle. Bring in more cavalry. Cavalry battle. Wow, it's an interesting thing to watch in the little mini-map down here. Bring in the next layer of cavalry. This is the good thing about cavalry. They get to the location, the fight, very quickly. Oh boy, here we go. Come on. We're almost done. Come on, win the game. If you don't win the game here, I'm firing every single person in this army. Well, they're all going to be dead by the end of the round if we don't win, so. Come on. It has literally like a tenth of a... Oh my god. There is nothing left on that bar. Just finish them. Cavalry, swarm. Hang on, I need to just keep spamming cavalry, because they're fast. Unless we don't take care of these dudes. Alright. There's still more. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. Allow us to try again. And let's do these guys next round. Come on, cavalry. You can do this! You cannot do this. You're sucking right now. Wow, this is an intense game. This is an intense game. Wow. We're just getting terminated right now. Look at their health bar. Look how low it is. Look. It's not even in that first segment. All right, guys. This is our defense right here. This is defense mechanism deployed. I almost said employed. That could be the same. Could mean the same thing. Going for the same purpose here. Just knock him out. How many hits does it take? It takes about 3 hits with one of those guys. A little more than 3. So it takes 4. Alright, here we go again. Alright, come on, guys. We can't let this happen. We need to bring in High Lords next round. We're screwed. Hang on, actually. Considering what he's got up next, we'll just bring in more cavalry. Get this cheese out of here. There we go, he's gone. Alright. Look at the bar. It's just... How did that not work out? Oh, whatever. I think I'm almost done here, bros. The end game is nigh. Unless they start to make a comeback. And I start having to go on the defensive. As you might know, I'm not very good at the defensive. Just get around them. Stop trying to fight them all and just get around them. Get around them and break for the base. They have literally like 3 people and they're cutting you to shreds. Now they really have 3 people. Now there's 2. Now there's 1. He's getting hit by like 30 attacks. Alright, here we go. The end game is nigh. Except they keep spawning these guys. Alright. These guys. Bring them in. Do it. To take care of his High Lords. High Lord versus High Lord. Well, this is basically going to be whoever has the bigger army wins, but it's equal right now. Alright, here comes one Dreadlord to save the day. Mages. Mages. Many, many mages. Plural mages. Many plural mages. Oh boy. Alright, vampires, cavalry. Gonna go with cavalry again. Let's wait till... Just test. Just a test. Alright, I'll be there in a sec. I'll be there in a sec. Alright, we gotta win this now. We must win here. Pawns? Yeah, there is. Okay. If we don't finish it on this turn, I'm gonna pause the recording and come back in a few minutes. I'm gonna have to. Alright. Come on, guys, you can do this. They've got zombies. Just cut the zombies to bits. What are you doing? Why you no slash faster? Get past him, get past him, get past him. Just after you're done with him, just go for the base. And he's bringing in more High Lords. They're like his goalkeeper. They're gonna save the day again here. Alright, 30-minute recording. God dang it. I was kind of going to not have a 30-minute recording. Alright guys, so we're gonna pause. I'm gonna be back momentarily. Yeah, we're not gonna win right here. No. So yeah, it doesn't pause. God dang it. Well, bros, I think I'm gonna conclude this this video. I'm done. So yeah, I think we win by submission. Peace.